So umpire Nolan has the football in hand for the start of the third term here at Shell Reserve. 9-7-61, Corio, Belmont 7-4-46. Jay Walker in the ruck for the Devils up against Glenn Frost for the Lions. Umpire Nolan throws the ball in the air. Walker gets it down to Nevada Cornwall, standing start. Walker tried to get a handball away, still in the middle of the ground. And just on the forward side, free kick for a hold. It's going to go to the Belmont Lions, is it? No, to Corio. It's going to come back to Shea Walker. And he'll take the free.
Probably penalised them to a degree because
they're off.
They've taken it.
Walker now needs a lead up the ground. Nobody really running at him. Rivet, he goes in that direction now. From behind, he does well, the big man. Handballs on to nobody really. Franey was going to go left, then goes right. Short little kick towards Doubledham. Sets him a task against Clifford. Has to go up. He's got some time though. Mills running off Bookter. Handball over the top towards McVilly. He can go outboard to Mills. No, he elects to go with the foot towards Newham. Tried to work Cullen under the ball and did well. Played on. Goes with the right foot kick towards half-forward Carr. Leads in the race for the footy. Rutherford's there as well. Does well. Pushing the back. Should have been a free kick. The Rutherford didn't come. And Farnham and Rutherford also get up as Lazarick gets up too, just hobbling a little bit.
Jason Newham's gone onto the wing on Keating, so that's a change.
Allen gets it down to the back of the pack. Farnham's there. Can't pick it up. Coming at him, Rutherford. Can he get around? Yes, he can. Handball back towards Moore. Puts him under pressure. Tried to tap it out. Slap it back towards Farnham and Newham. There is Newham. Leaves it behind Charles. He tries to shuffle out to Cullen. He gets a little kick away. And it's out of bounds for a throw in. In between wing and half forward to the Lions attacking to the southern end in this third term. So the boundary umpire to throw the ball in for Allen and Tate. Tate to the front. Allen from behind gets it down towards Carr. The big man gets a quick kick towards Graham. King's there as well for Corio. Gets it away by hand to Cornwall. Backs himself. Bounces once and goes through centre half back through to the middle of the ground. Goes towards Rivet against Horriban. Over the back. Needs somebody coming out. Doubled and backs himself. Then rides the tackle. Gets the handball away. Needs some support. Hepworth played for a free kick. Didn't get one. Got the footy back though. Goes towards Franey. Put a hand up. Handballs off to McVilly. Or sets him a task. And he can't take it with him. Can he back it up? He tried to. He couldn't pick it up. Charles can. He handballs to Matty Cullen on his left. Usually pretty good in this situation. Kick along the ground towards Tate. The big man over the top's got Clifford in support. Oh, he does doubles around and gets it. Goes to the left foot kick long towards Robbie Walton. Shea Walker standing there by himself. Great work by Horriban, and it falls into his arms, and then he gets pinged, but he gets the ball away. And Bookter, can he clear? Yes, he does, with a tumbling torpedo punt. Which way is it going to bounce? I think it's still going to be in. Moore leads Bigham in the race for the football. Now it's out. And it's out of bounds at half forward for the Devils.
3 minutes into the third quarter, no change to the half-time score. Corio 9-7, Belmont Lions 7-4. Some other half-time scores: Anarchy 10-2, West Cricket and Footy Club 8-3, Werribee 10-4, North Geelong 10-9, Thompson 14-6, Belpost Hill 2-7, and Bannockburn 12-8, East Geelong 9-5.
McVilly from the back of the ruck contest. From the boundary throwing, goes to the middle of the ground looking for Allen. Good punch away by King. Mills does well though to punch it away once again and followed up. Good second effort. Handball out wide is okay. Finds Brad Davis. He goes with the right foot kick towards half forward. Going up. Good mark. Carr. Play on the call, said the umpire. And it's out of bounds for a throw in.
Carr hasn't got up either, did he?
He's hurt himself. Well, it was only a mark, wasn't it?
Well, I would have thought so. He looked like he had his hands on it for a long time.
That's good. He's got up.
Ball out of bounds, centre wing. In it comes. Tate gets a tap forward for the Corio side. Franey picks it up. Wild handball to nobody. It went to, finally came to Matty Cullen. On the left foot has found Lee Clifford at centre half forward. He's chipped it a little bit too far for Barry O'Toole, but Barry O'Toole's picked it up. Then Camerotto, all the players went to O'Toole. Camerotto sat back and has taken the mark whilst everyone was trying to line him up. He's seen Rivet on his own at the full forward position, 15 metres out directly in front, and he's just chipped the ball across. So Rivet
kicked one from there today,
Eric. He did in the first quarter, if memory serves us right, and he moves in again. I tell you what, he's kicked two now, because right over the goal umpire's head, and that's the first score for the all-important third quarter. Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, Corio 10-7-67. Lead the Belmont Lions 7-4-46, and that's almost 5 minutes now into the third quarter.
We see Carr limping off the ground. He tumbled heavily over on the centre wing, on the eastern side of the ground, and a bit ginger getting up. We see Will Chapman ready to come on the ground for Carr, so there'll be a a change there.
See, they're going to be short up forward.
I was just going to say, Eric, they're going to be won't be able to match up too well up there, I don't think.
Back in the middle, Franey from the back end. Tate gives it by hand to Cornwall, kicks into the back of Rod Doubledom's head, goes out to Cornwall again, follows it up, handball to Davey Bigham, he turns around, goes long towards Mills and Clifford goes up and takes the mark. Ooh, be careful, Chook.
Now,
I think he'll pull him back when he straightens this up.
So Clifford in the right forward pocket.
No, he's not going to.
We'll shoot for goal. He has kicked 1 goal, 1 this afternoon. And
played pretty well, Lee Clifford, today.
He has. So Lee Clifford from the right forward pocket for chance for Corio's 11th goal. Scott Mills standing to mark about 10 metres out from goal. He's gone back on a long run up again. He comes in, right foot kick, kicks through it, and the umpire says it's 1 behind. So 1 goal to his personal tally. This afternoon they go to 10-8-68 the Devils. The Lions are 7-4-46. We've been playing 6 minutes in the third term on the Raiders bingo scoreboard.
You sort of sense, Laurie, that there's danger signs for Belmont Lions here. They need to stem the tide and perhaps get a goal themselves, don't they?
Yeah, so, you know, they're working hard enough, but they're not positive enough, Eric, and I think that now that Julian Carr's gone off, they're going to be backing something up forward when they go forward anyhow.
Well, Mills has taken the kick in from the goal square, kicked it towards half-back flank. By hand has come out to McBilly. He's tried hard all day. McBilly now directed towards the centre of the ground, over the head of all players, running back onto his Barry O'Toole, tries to crash his way through a tackle, ducked his head, lost the footy,
pushed over.
It's come over to Frost, he's tackled, ball comes clear, and Frost tries to kick it off the ground, Doubleham runs onto it, can he get the footy? Oh, it's got to be a free kick surely, and it's against Rick Lazarick. Doubleham had the head down, trying to pick up the footy, and Lazarick's run right through him. So 25 metres out, fairly acute angle for Rod Doubledham, but he can kick goals. Doubledham now, half forward flank, comes in. Good looking approach, good looking kick, and I tell you what, they don't get much better than that, Laurie.
No, fantastic kick.
Rod Doubledham second for the day, and it's the 8th for the Belmont Lions. On the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, Belmont Lions 8-4-52. They trail Corio 10-8-68, and we've now been playing 7.5 minutes into the third quarter.
I was just about going to say he probably would have kicked a lot like that in his career over the years. He's had a fairly extended career in football, but I thought I'd better shut up. Pictures haven't been too good today. That was a very handy one to say the least, Eric.
Oh yes, yes, couldn't agree more.
So back in the middle, Frost up against Walker. Umpire Nolan throws the ball in the air. Walker goes up, gets it down towards Cornwall. McVilly tackles him, brings him to the ground. The umpire says it's his again, so we'll have a secondary bounce in the middle.
You get sort of McVilly and Cornwall, two great players against one another in there. That's a great one-on-one.
Yeah, and both doing the hard stuff as well.
Yeah. Frost goes up early, tries to bring it down. Davis at the back of the pack. Allen as well breaks free, gets a little right foot kick towards half forward. Graham attacks it, leaves it in the end for Moore. He handballed it away to Chapman. Right foot kick. It's going to bounce over the head towards Corlett, and he kicks the goal. Good play. And his second goal, 2 in a minute for the Lions, and that is their 9th. And they go to 9-4-58. They trail Corio 10-8-68. 10 points of difference on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 9 minutes played.
Well, we're back to where we were at three-quarter time, Eric. It was 9 points.
Half-time.
Half-time, I should say.
Yeah, and
it looks like he knows what he's doing though, Corlett, doesn't he?
Yes, he knows where those goals are.
He does.
Look, this is just off the beat a little bit. There's a little guy down here. He's got a little beanie. I'm going to offer him some money because I reckon I know a bloke that might want that.
He's got a little hat on his jacket there. He can push that up.
No, I mean Big Dick.
Oh,
be
Big
looking fun
Dick.
like that.
Oh God, that wouldn't fit him.
What was that?
Did you get 20 cents? Did you?
Something a bit. Kisser.
There you go.
What was it?
All right, the ball back in the middle with umpire Flowers. About to put the ball up. Walker gets the tap clear, straight into the arms there of Charles. Charles is away, over the top, great little tap forward by Matty Cullen into the arms there of Lee Clifford. Clifford's heading goalwards, goes bang from 45, but he's just slightly offline. 1-3 his tally for today. And on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, Corio now 10-9-69, lead Belmont Lions 9-4-58, 10 minutes into the third quarter. Little chip kick in there from Buchter, goes to McVilly, marks it still at full-back, goes wide to half-back flank. It's Horriban, strong mark out there in the flank, and plays on quickly. The chip, well, just finds Moore just over the head there of Clifford. Now Moore, handball to McVilly, who's running. He drives long to centre half forward. Good work there by Walton, but coming back onto the footy is Graham for the Belmont Lions. Can't pick it up. Finally gets some assistance there from a teammate in Nigel Moore. But he's tackled well, and the umpire has decreed holding the footy. So it is Ricky Bigham gets the free kick. Sees a player loose in the middle. Well, he wasn't loose. It was a fine contest by Lee Clifford. He's hurt himself coming down from that mark, but the ball's kicked off the ground. Tate is loose, heading goalwards. The lead is from full forward. Camerotto, well, he pushed Buchter into that, gets the ball, shrugs the tackle, goes a little left foot chip, this time to Tate. Tate, the long handball into goal square. Well, that is unbelievable. Went through the hands of the Belmont Lions defender, into the arms of Bolchevic, and Bolchevic from 1 metre puts it through. Don't get any easier than that. He's second, and it's the 11th for the Corio side. Lexus Wyndham scoreboard, Corio 11-9-75. They lead Belmont Lions 9-4-58. That's 11.5 minutes in the third quarter. Brilliant goal.
You can say the least. A bit lucky to get out of that, Eric. I thought he blew it there when I saw it bopped up the Lions jumper standing in the goal square.
Yeah, I couldn't believe where he was handballing to.
He knew it was going to go through his hands. So Bolchevic second, the 11th for Corio, back to 17 points the difference. Back in the middle. Frost gets it down. Barry O'Toole runs through the middle. Kick smothered though. Doubled him through the middle as well. Did he get a high tackle? No, so the umpire held to him. Will be a secondary bounce in the middle. So Shay Walker and Glenn Frost will do the ruck work once again. Umpire Keating throws the ball in the air. Walker gets it down. Franey through the middle. Got a kick away, but it's smothered. Falls to Tate. He goes the left foot back towards Cullen. Great vision. Great mark. Good vision, Justin Tate. And Matty Cullen did the hard work and took a good mark.
And might have got the cramp as well. Tate's been, very good sort of around the ground. Not so much in the ruck, Laura. Well, he's done well in the ruck, but he's been a key focal. He and Rivet on the half-forward line have been focal points for.
Well, he's obviously got a senior role at Corio. I don't know, is he assistant coach, Tony? And I think he stepped up today. He's sort of done the leadership on the field for Ricky, which is which you've got to look for, of course.
He's revving players up out there now, and there's Cullen from 20 metres out directly in front, puts the ball on the left boot, and has kicked it over the goal umpire's head. That's Matthew Cullen's first goal for the day, and the 12th for the Corio side. Lexus at Wyndham scoreboard 12-9-81 is Corio. They now lead Belmont Lions more comfortably 9-4-58. We've been playing 13.5 minutes into the third quarter.
Matty Cullen doesn't need a kicking lesson, does he? He's a beautiful kicker.
Yes, I'd say condition might be a little bit suspect, because fair chance he's come off to have that cramp attended to, and he's been replaced by young Daniel Cook. And that might be more his forte. Cook up in the forward line.
Back in the middle, Allen gets it down. Franey, kick in the air. Gains the required distance. Cockrell taps it on McVilly. And also there, Graham, foot race. Graham went for a kick off the ground, didn't get it. Cockrell followed it up again. Also coming across Frost. Cockrell keeps going. Tries to tap it back to the advantage of Matty King. And he sees it over the boundary line on the outer side. Half forward flank for the Lions. So it will be a boundary throw in. Graham getting across there for the Lions, and Tate for the Devils. Pye throws it in. Walton's there also. Comes to the side of the pack. Chapman's there, runs through the middle. Slick little handball to Moore. Kick around the corner. Goes towards full forward. Which way does it stand? Sits for Corlett. Got a trip. Should have been a free kick. Will be.
He's got it. Good call, Jason.
And Les Corlett in the 10-metre square. Should have no problems kicking this goal after the last couple that he's kicked. Well, pretty easy shot.
If it's a trip, shouldn't it be on the line?
Probably should be.
Fair dinkum. Eric gets a bright prediction. He thinks he might kick this. Hey?
Oh, at least I don't. At least I don't tell that from Blake standing 45 minutes out on a 45-degree angle. You probably miss it now that I've said that. Straight over the umpire's head, his third goal. Quick reply for the Lions. And that is their 10th goal. They go to 10-4-64. Corio 12-9-81. And that is on the Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes played.
They're certainly not prepared to let the Corio team get away, are they, Laurie? They're playing...
There's a lot of footy left in this game yet, Eric,
yes,
I
I think so. The only thing that perhaps concerns me, I think I'd be preferring to kick down the hill in the last quarter, and that's the end Corio will be kicking. I'd be a bit more comfortable if I was going that way.
I think the Lions have definitely got a problem in the midfield though, Eric, I think. Don't you agree? They just don't seem to get it out as reliably as Corio
Well,
do.
nowhere near as good as they were last week.
No.
From the throw up in the middle, the tap down was from the Belmont Lions, but straight in the arms there of Barry O'Toole on the left foot, gets it towards half forward. Young Cook was doing very well there. Finally comes over the head of all players, just ahead there of Newham, and over the boundary line between centre wing and half forward for the Corio side. This time on the western side of Shell Reserve. Boundary umpire with the footy. About to put it in. Allen, well, just slightly edged out of by Tate, but the ball comes over the top. Finally, it's good work there by Davis. Handball over to... well, got it back and then a long kick to full forward. Here's the Corio defence now under pressure. Walton can't get hold of it. Lazarek, great tackle. Finally, good work there by Rutherford. Gets the ball out wider. Ricky Bingham runs onto it, picks it up, kicks it further afield, but almost into the arms of Moore out there for the Belmont Lions. Chapman picks it up, weaves his way through the pack. Oh, kick smothered by the Corio players there. Now there's a whistle on play, and Chapman, the recipient of the free kick from umpire Noel. Away he goes, plays on. Sees,
good kick.
I don't know whether he saw Peter McBilly there, but Peter McBilly ran into the smallest of gaps. Chapman hit him right on the front of the nose with the footy, and a great mark Peter McBilly in front of the face. So he's now 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, and another going a fair way back to prepare for this kick for goal.
I think if we could run our tape back the last little bit, that Will Chapman's had his hand on a couple of little skillful little handballs, skillful little kicks, and he's been live while we're up there.
So Peter McBilly now. Good move in. Well, I think he's hooked it by the look of things. Goal umpire's gone a fair way across, he has. So a behind off the boot of Peter McBilly, and probably a goal would have been very handy to them.
Especially from the coach, Eric.
Yes, Belmont Lions now on the Leicester Wyndham scoreboard, 10-5-65. They trail Corio 12-9-81, and we've been playing 18 minutes now into the third quarter.
Bingham kicks in short, went to O'Toole, then he went back to Bingham and he sent it straight down the throat of Michael Allen. Centre half forward, so the turnover, the Belmont Lions have got it. And Allen has it. So couldn't quite get out of the defensive 50 there, the Devils. He goes short to Ben Newham, who we know loves a goal. He might run on here. Well, he had it. Now he runs on, goes to the right boot, off one step, puts it into the goal square. Needs somebody to take a mark. They haven't got a lot of height up there. It's off hands for the Lions and through for one behind. They go to 10-6-66 now. And Corio 12-9-81. Leicester Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 18.5 minutes played.
There might have been merit there, Laurie, in trying to get around that man instead of just having a ping.
I think he just plays away a little bit, Eric.
From the kick in, it's Keating taking the mark on the half-back flank. He's got Cockerell short, chips it over. Oh, Cockerell didn't see Newham coming, plays on, tries to get it to Lee Clifford. Clifford, great turn, handball back to Cockerell, has a bounce, runs his full measure, kicks it long now towards half forward. It's over the head there of Rivet. Can he run back onto the footy? He can't, but young Cook is there. He can't get it up. Finally, the Lions defence through double them. Gets the footy, drives the middle. Gee, it's one against about 5 or 6 and does a terrific job on that occasion. It's Graham.
And long.
Finally gets the handball long over the top to Frost. Frost runs in, open goal. Was it touched off? Yes, touched by Rutherford. And just a golden opportunity missed there by the Belmont Lions. Glenn Frost only had to put it in the air a little. It was straight enough. Unfortunately offline. 10-7-67 the Belmont Lions have scored on the Leicester Wyndham scoreboard. They trail Corio 12-9-81.
Newham goes in. Free kick against Tate for a push against Newham as Bingham kicked it in, so Tate can't believe it, but Newham has got the free kick, had the front position. Goes now. Drills it towards the top of the 10-metre square looking for Graham. Walton, Barry O'Toole running back with a fly to the ball. Farnham Can he try and get a handball away? He did so. Goes somehow into the square. Charles tries to get it away into the arms of Farnham.
Oh.
Kick across the goal and taking the mark is Nevada Cornwall. In fact, it's through for one behind, is it?
Yep.
Yes, it is. So one behind to the Belmont Lions.
She's a bit hot in there for a minute, wasn't it?
10-8-68 the Lions. Corio 12-9-81. And Cornwall has the footy at fullback now. Seeing as though he took the mark, he thinks he probably will kick it in anyway. So Cornwall's got Clifford on a lead. And Tate as well. He goes short towards aim on Charles. Good kick. Oh, Charles takes it at the second attempt. He's got Tate wide. Clifford in the middle. They followed it down towards the centre of the ground. He goes long now towards Tate. Newham against him. Should be able to have the height off the hands. Cook leads doubled him in the race of the footy. Can't take the footy with him though. Pretty close to the boundary line. And seen over for a throw in between wing and half forward for the Devils.
Bit of youth and experience just there with Cook and Double Dam.
Actually, Rod's well and truly old enough to be Daniel's father, I would have thought. Nothing against Rod.
I'm glad you said that.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm glad you said that.
Well, he is. Kid's 15. Boundary throw in. Tate and Allen, they both get a hand to it. Tate tries to bring it down. Shrugged the tackle. Got a left foot kick away towards half forward. Camarado stands his ground. He has to turn around with Bookta. Horriban getting across there also. Camarado still there. Great handball to Rivet off one step. Is one behind to Chad Rivet. 2 goals, 1 his personal tally. And they go to 12-10-82 now, Corio. The Belmont Lions are 10-8-68. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 21.5 minutes played.
There might be more pressure out there than we reckon, Laurie, because there's a few reasonably easy shots that are being missed, aren't there?
Yeah, that's right, Eric. We'll give it that.
There's a bit in the game.
Yeah, there is a bit in
hanging to it.
Yep. Right at the moment, Corio under a little bit of pressure. They're putting a bit of pressure on them, the Lions, at the moment.
So it's with Bookta in the goal square, about to bring the ball back into play for the Belmont Lions. Long kick out towards half-back flank. Clifford's coming in from the side. I think he and Tate probably spoilt themselves. The ball comes to ground. Newham has the footy. Well, it's free kick advantage. I think umpire Nolan didn't pay the whistle and Newham was allowed to continue. Gets it to full forward. Call that, well, he's holding the man. Well, he's a bit stiff because his opponent on that occasion in Rutherford had sort of pushed the ball forward, didn't take possession, and was held without it. Ball to centre wing. Oh, Clifford can't take the mark. Comes down to Barry O'Toole. Weaves through the pack. Good looking kick. The lead was from Rivet. Comes to ground in the centre. Horriban shows a turn of pace there. Can't pick the footy up, however. Finally comes to Bingham. But there's Charles. Comes clear of the pack with the footy. Over the top to Cornwall. Cornwall with the kick out to Bolshevik. Takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Sees the lead there from Tate. And Tate has the chest mark ahead there of Allen. Goes back to the goal square. Oh, almost the mark to the Cook. Young fellow in Cook. Can't take it, unfortunately. And Bookta comes clear with the footy. Looks for the safety of the boundary on the outer side there. Chapman. Can he get it? He can't. Does well. Tate gets it over to Cornwall. Cornwall now breaks clear of the tackle. Oh, he runs a fair way, gets a handball clear to Bolshevik. Bolshevik, can he kick it before he's tackled? He can. It's back almost at the full forward position, and just sheer height. Shea Walker there reached high into the air ahead of his opponent there in Palmer, and takes a strong mark 25 metres out directly in front. So I think Rivet's had a fair bit of problems with this hammy or hammy related, and it looks like he could be coming off again. The sort of thing, Laurie, you've got to get right before you come back, don't you?
Yes, Eric.
As Walker comes in, beautiful looking approach, and Shea Walker has kicked his first goal for the afternoon. And on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard now, Corio go to 13-10. That's 88. They lead Belmont Lions 10-8-68. And it's 24 minutes now in the third quarter.
So we see Rivet coming off, Belly's coming on. And back in the middle, Walker, who's kicked the last goal, moving back in there, up against Allen.
Well, they're both struggling for talls, Laurie. All the talls are getting hurt.
Well, that's probably evened it up a bit, Eric, with Rivet coming off.
So, back in the middle, 20 points the difference. Matty Cullen waiting to come back on also for Corio. Now we've lost the footy into the backyard. We were talking earlier about the number of footies that would have gone over the backyard in this house over the time at Shell Reserve. Be able to start their own Sharon factory, I reckon. And we just have a bit of a a wait here for another football.
Yes, the Corio club would be up for a few footies over time.
So here it comes, another one.
Mismarked by umpire Flowers, he'll be out next week.
So the umpire's got it now. 1 3/4 time score already through from another GDFL game. Thompson 20 goals 10. Lead Belpost Hill 4 goals 8. That training run did work during the week for Greg McLeod. Back in the middle now. Michael Allen against Shea Walker. They go up. Walker goes early. Comes to the back of the pack. Franey's there. And over the top also doubled and ran through into a wall though, which was Shea Walker. Held to him. And it will be another ball up in the middle of the ground. So, big pack around the balls. Umpire Flowers will throw it in the air. Walker, Allen goes up. Big thump down. Barry O'Toole ripped off the football by Davis. Tried to get his hands free. Allen again, the big man. He can't break free. Held to him. And it will
good decision then.
Will be another ball up.
A couple of great tackles there from Shea Walker in the last minute.
So, umpire Flowers to do it all again. Allen, Walker. They go up. Both got a hand to it. Cornwall's there. Ripped off the football by Allen. Good tackle. Falls to the side of the pack. Still there. It was Moore. Gave it away to Brad Davis. Goes to the left foot kick. Lead on by McVilly. Does well. Worked Bigham under the footy. And then just doubled back and took the mark. A bit too far out to score, he reckons. So he's going to pop it up for Graham, who goes up. He's a very, very strong mark, Matt Graham. And if Laurie could get his kicking on song, he would be a very, very dangerous forward because he's a very good mark. McVilly knew that. He just sat up for him, Laurie, didn't he?
Yeah.
He just popped it up.
He was never ever going to have a shot for goal.
No, he was always looking for a pass. So Matt Graham has kicked 2 goals this afternoon.
He's like a looking colt, this bloke too, I reckon. He's
only 19. And he's listed in the Brian Coughlin record as 190 centimetres and 88 kilos. So he's a fair lump of a lad too.
Very athletic.
He comes in from 10 metres out. Not much of an angle to speak of. Comes in and kicks
Beautiful
his third. Kick. And that is his third and the 11th for the Belmont Lions. They go to 11-8-74 and they close the gap once again. Corio 13-10-88. Lexa Wyndham's third quarter scoreboard, 27 minutes played.
He might be a very, very good forward, Laurie, if he stays within the realms of his comfortable kicking distance. The 3 goals he's kicked have been quite comfortable and very accurate kicks, but when he gets having to put a bit of pressure on himself, say from 50, he looks terrible.
That's a pretty good assessment, I too think, Eric. And look, sometimes I think it's just concentration.
Yeah, I
the
think
kicking.
that's a fair point. So umpire Nolan with the footy now. Almost 28 minutes into this third quarter, starting to get a little dull.
They won't go away, the Lions, will they?
They won't. Umpire Nolan puts it up. Walker gets a tap down ahead of Allen there, still in the centre circle, comes to Barry O'Toole, off one step with the left foot, kicks toward half forward. Well, Clifford just edged out of it by Scotty Mills, and just a bit of experience there. You can see Scotty Mills just slightly edged Clifford forward, probably didn't even touch the ball, Lee Clifford, and finally off their feet, it's over the boundary line between centre wing and half forward flank, western side here of Shell Reserve. Boundary umpire now with the footy. In it comes, in front is Tate. Great tap with the left hand, but only as far as Dave Franey. Handball to, that was Davis. Davis now into the centre of the ground. Cockrell picks it up, tries to get a handball clear, but only as far as Chapman. He looked for a handball further afield. Unfortunately, almost pulled off the footy. Now Ricky Bigham, he can't get hold of it either. Moore picks it up for Belmont Lions. He can't get a kick, tries to get a handball, and finally it fell into the arms there of McVilly. He kicks it to the full forward position. Nobody home at this point, and I think it was a kick off the ground by the Corio defence. It looked like Rick Lazarick.
I think he's kicked it into Purnell Road.
And I think one of those cars did a great job of stopping that. So out of bounds, not on the full. It's 15 metres from the behind post. 29 minutes gone, third quarter. 11-8 the Lions. They trail Corio 13-10, so they'd love a goal here late in the third quarter. In it comes, forward pocket, Belmont Lions. Tate, big leap from behind, and gain perhaps 15 metres with a huge punch to the boundary line, and over once again. So boundary umpire, repeat the performance. Good throw in, up high. Tate up high again, hits it toward the boundary. Corio trying to work it away along that boundary. Cornwall can't pick it up. in the road there. It looked like McBilly. Ball picked up by the Corio player. Mills comes high over Cockrell. Picked up there by Doubledham in the play. Handball back to Horriban. He kicks it towards centre half forward. Farnham over his head. Comes to ground. Can Belmont Lions player pick it up? They can't. Keating. Handball to Lazarick. Lazarick the King and the Corio defence up to the test there, and the King goes for the safety of the boundary line between centre wing and half forward flank and finds it. We're now 30 minutes gone, third quarter. 11-8 Lions. They trail Corio 13-10.
Boundary throw in. Frost there. Tate having to make up a bit of room. He does so. Gets it down easily. Over the back to Barry O'Toole. Struggles a tackle. Goes with the right foot kick towards the boundary line. Graham attacks it but leaves it behind. Cullen has got time. Goes to the left. Great smother by Horriban. Close to the boundary line and sees it over. Good play by Brad Horriban. And there will be a boundary thrown right in front of our commentary box here on centre wing. And it will be Tate getting back there with Horriban to do the ruck work. Works to the front of the pack. Tate takes it out. Fresh air shot. Franey. Davis is there. Works through the middle. Tried to get a handball free. Did so to Newham. Needs to get on his right boot. Goes now towards Frost at half forward. He takes the mark. He had Davis on his outside. He's got nobody standing the mark. But now he elects to just hold it up. Graham gives him a call. He wants to go in that direction. He goes now. He just sets it up high. And he's against Walton. Graham to the front. Can't take the mark. Off hands at the back of the pack. Through the middle. They had the numbers there. The Lions. Can they get it? Corlette's there. Tried to break free. Mills. Handball was fantastic to Davis as he squeezed it in.
I don't think so.
One behind to Brad Davis. Ooh.
A bit unfortunate there.
So they go to 11-9, 75, the Belmont Lions. Corio 13-10, 88. Back to 13 points the difference. Alexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 31.5 minutes gone. Ricky Bigham with the football. We see Rutherford coming off the ground. Looks like he's holding a shoulder or an arm. He comes off.
Wasn't a lot in that one, Laurie, and they're just plugging away, the Lions, aren't they?
Yes, they tried to share it around there, but it's a good defensive play by Corio. Just put enough pressure on them so they couldn't break free. Another footy gone.
This one is in Purnell Road.
It's in Purnell Road or in a tree.
So another footy comes on the ground.
As Rutherford leaves the ground with the suggestion it could be a shoulder, and young Daniel Cook back onto the ground. So the umpires have retrieved another footy. And it's Ricky Bingham doing the kicking in for Corio. Goes for the pass up the middle of the ground and finds Barry O'Toole. O'Toole now eludes the player on the mark. Gets a handball to Cornwall. Cornwall to Charles. Charles picks it up and runs. Kicks it wide from the centre. Great looking pass. Found a teammate out there in Lazarick, who's come up from half back. He goes bang to the full forward position. Camerado marks 1 metre out, turns around, goes bang, and that's a very important goal at the 32-minute mark of the third quarter for the Corio side. 14-10-94 Corio on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard. They lead Belmont Lions 11-9-75. And in fact, that was the 33-minute mark, Laurie, so that was a very, very important goal.
Yes, Eric, and that's the sort of thing that can break your heart as well. I mean, Belmont Lions just couldn't buy a goal down there, and it goes very quick up the other end, and they turn around and slot one straight through. That's what makes it fairly difficult.
So back in the middle, umpire Flowers with the football. Tate to do the ruck work for the Devils, up against Allen. Throws the ball in the air now. Tate, Allen gets it, goes towards Moore, tried to get a kick away to Chapman. Behind him, did he give away a free kick? No, play on the call. Pack develops around him. The umpire lets play go. Should be a hold there, and is going to go to Corio, going to be Barry O'Toole. So just in the defensive side of centre wing on the outer side. Barry O'Toole has got the football. Looks to go further afield and wider. Great kick, good vision, finds Kelvin Keating pretty close to the boundary line. Horriban stands the mark. So Keating now leads on by Camerado, goes in that direction. Great kick and made up a bit of ground there. The banana took the mark, played on quickly, kicked around the corner. Clifford gives him a lead, can't take the mark off hands, play on the call. And now it's a turnover. The Lions go to Franey at centre half back. Got Farnham further afield. He handballs 35 metres to Doubledham running on the outboard. Now he wants to get past Tate. He gets a kick away just as the siren sounds. And that is three-quarter time. And it is Corio 14-10-94. They lead the Belmont Lions 11-9-75. In that third term, Corio kicked 5 goals 3, while the Belmont Lions kicked 4 goals 5. The goal kickers to three-quarter time for the Devils, 2 each to Paul Camerotto, Chad Rivet, John Bolchevik, Barry O'Toole and Nevada Cornwall. Singles to Lee Clifford, Davey Bigham and Shay Walker, and also Matty Cullen. While for the Belmont Lions, 3 to Matt Graham and 3 to Les Corlett and 2 to Rod Doubledham, and singles to Troy Farnham and also Glenn Frost and Julian Carr. But at three-quarter time, it is Corio 14-10-94. They lead the Belmont Lions, who are 11-9-75. We'll take a break. When we come back, Laurie DeGotti will take a look at the third quarter here at Shell Reserve, and also have the final term of our match day.